Hey, how's it going, guys? It's a nice sunny morning out, so I thought I'd go for a bit of a walk, and thought most of all while I'm out here, have a bit of a chat to you guys about, just a topic that I think a lot of people actually struggle with, but, no one really sort of, knows how to deal with it, or no one really talks about how to deal with it effectively, or, a good way to deal with it at least, and that's simply, what to do when you have a like a cheat on your diet or a mishap on your diet, and you overeat and consume more calories than what you're meant to for the day. And a lot of people will beat themselves up for it, and I personally did that for a long time, especially when I was younger and first getting into health and fitness and trying to lose a lot of weight. I'll actually pop a photo of me just here of what I used to look like. And that was only, I think, probably around 4 years ago, so not even that long ago. And in my initial sort of transition of losing all that weight, there was a lot of sort of yo-yo dieting and hard cutting and just doing all the things that I know now that I shouldn't have done, and things that really messed me up both mentally and physically. I feel like one of the biggest things that people sort of do is they overstress when they do have a little bit of a slip up. If say they have a goal of, let's say, 2,500 calories, and they get to that but they're still hungry, and then they end up going out and they binge on random junk food and just crap that's terrible for them, and just sort of ruins their diet even more. So I just wanted to talk to you real quick about sort of a good way to go about overeating if you are going to do it, and then the right steps to sort of put yourself back on track and make sure that it doesn't affect you long term, from someone who has had it happen to them and who has been through it a lot, to be honest with you. Okay, now what I want to start with is, if you are in that zone where you've finished your calories but you are still extremely hungry and craving something specific, have it. Okay, just have it. Okay, whatever it is, have it. Have the healthiest version of it that you possibly can, but don't restrict yourself from having that one thing you're craving. Have it in portion, and make sure you write down what you have so you have it accounted for and you can track it. Okay, if you want that one cookie or that one donut or that one slice of pizza or whatever the hell it is, just do it. Okay, because what's gonna happen, and what I know from my experience, is you'll end up eating something else because it's healthier, or it's it'll fill you up, whatever, and then 10 minutes later, or actually in some cases directly after you finish eating that, you then want the thing that you originally wanted still, and you end up going and having that as well. Or even worse, you're going to have something else again and again and again, and eventually, regardless of how many times you have something else, you are going to get that thing you originally wanted. So you might as well just get it out of the way and have it. Okay, it's not that big a deal. That one little thing is not going to kill you in the long run. Okay, now moving forward from there, the best way to deal with it is simply to slowly account for it. Okay, so what I mean by that is, don't go out and the next day completely skip a meal, or do an extra 40 minutes of cardio or something ridiculous like that. Okay, I'll use what I personally do as just an example for this. Okay, I know I'm in a bit of a weird situation because what I tend to cheat on, per se, is something most people would consider not a cheat at all. But for me personally, generally if I'm going to go over on calories, it's on oats. My go-to thing when I'm craving something is oats and protein powder. Okay, so Pro Oats. I love that. I'm addicted to that. It's borderline crazy how much I love that. Okay, so what I will do is, normally my serving is 50 grams. Okay, so if I have an extra serving, or a cheat serving of 50 grams, the next 5 times that I have my serving, I'll simply cut back 10 grams each time. So I have 40 instead of 50, but I'll still track it as that 50. Okay, after I've had 5 bowls or whatever, so after 1 day or so, the actual total amount of calories that I've consumed is leveled out and back to sort of a baseline. All right, hopefully that it's pretty basic math. Hopefully that's the easiest, easy to understand. Okay, if it is something that's a little harder to track, say you had a donut or you had a cookie or whatever it was. okay? Simply find something else that you can slightly subtract. So the easiest thing would be things like a source of carbs. So if you also eat oats, you know, cut back a little bit on that for the next few days. Or if you eat rice, you know, cut down your portion on that a little bit. It's all about making just tiny little changes to the future to sort of backtrack on that one thing that you did in the past. It's not about doing something dramatic and changing a whole massive thing. It's just about doing a little itsy bit to sort of make that difference, okay? Now, doing that is just gonna help keep you in the right mindset and keep you on track with your goals, okay? Because it's not forcing your body to give up all the things that it loves and wants and craves, all right? It's allowing you to still have that, and it's allowing you to be comfortable to do things, all right? And realistically, that's what this is all about. It's about having a healthy lifestyle and enjoying your life, because if you're not enjoying it, then really, what's the point in doing it at all, okay? So that's about going to wrap it up. I hope I covered pretty much everything in this one, guys. If you do have any questions, drop them down below and let me know. Like, subscribe, share it around, give me some feedback on it. Okay, this is just what I know at least has happened to me in my long journey with weight loss and fitness. And I know it probably happens to a lot of you guys as well. So just wanted to put my 2 cents in there, and yeah, hopefully this helps. Catch you guys.